Welcome everybody to Bricks and Toys. On today's episode, we're going to do a set review because, well, this thing could not have came at a better time. I bought this set back in May in order to get a second round of promos, which was the Trade Federation Troop Carrier and the collectible coin, as well as a VIP coin that you could get during that time. And I'm glad that I did end up going with the last available Star Wars set that I have not purchased yet that is still for sale, because I did end up losing my Millennium Falcon at the end of June because my cat got sick. And I'm also moving, so either way I would have ended up selling it or, losing it. So with this set coming in today, it makes it super awesome because now at least I got some sort of a Falcon besides the midi scale to have in my collection. Now, in terms of my collection, you may notice around me, well, things look a little bit different. And the reason is, it's because we are moving. As you guys seen in the prior episode, we took out the amusement park. What comes on after this episode? The forest. And when we do the forest, in that video, you're going to see me begin phase 1 of disassembly and packing. At the time of filming this, about a week later from when I filmed that episode, I just finished last night phase 1 of packing. Phase 1 of packing is to pretty much take down almost 300 Lego sets that I own, box them up, inventory everything. And now with my inventory sheets, I had one for the city, I have one for Technic, I have one for MOCs or rebrickable models, and I have one for normal sets, I have one for minifigures, one for city minifigures, so forth and so on. So I had to kind of take everything from the city and merge it into my main collection and then redo all of that. So I just finished last night with packing all of my, CMFs and random minifigures and inventory in each individual figure, whether I bought it from a random minifigure bin and it's some type of, city minifigure from a random set that just got, sold. I categorize everything that I own. So I just finished with that. Everything of mine is packed, over 9 boxes, I want to say, 8 not counting the minifigure box, but, minifigures are Lego too. And all that's left around me is the Lego City, and it's kind of cool to kind of look around because I'm surrounded by UCS sets and Lego City and my mom's stuff as usual. So it's a different look for the studio. It's kind of somber, and it kind of puts into perspective that this is happening. Starting today, I actually started calling and looking for places to live, and there is so many variables when looking for a place to live. I've done this multiple times in my life, but I always had help of my wife to kind of help me make the calls and do what needs to be done because I always work. So I would always tell my wife, you look, get back to me, and we'll go from there. Well, now the shoe's on the other foot. She's working, and I'm doing everything, and whether she works or not, it doesn't make a difference. I'm still going to do everything this time around when looking for a place. And there's so many variables. It's either, we can't bypass the income with a lump sum of money, or it's a small place for a high price, and, it just goes on and on and on. Laundry, yes. Laundry, no. If it has laundry, it's too small of a place, and the rent's already pushing the envelope. It's so hard to find a place to live at the right price. And eventually I just said, screw it, you know what? 6 months of my rent can be paid up front. I can honestly do a full year's rent up front for a total cost of $22,000 if I so do choose. So, you know what? Let's just find a place that's under $2,000 instead of $1,600 a month and just try that out. And I found a place, and I'm waiting to hear back. So hopefully we have a place to move to in a couple weeks. We're looking to be moved from 2 weeks of filming this video today. So, yeah, there's some changes coming in August to our filming schedule because of that. Now, I will say, the Lego all around me that you see, this will likely not, this, what you see now, will be probably what you see throughout my new house. I'm not going to unpack 250 sets when I move because, well, the truth is, guys, I don't know if I'm going to like where I move to, and I don't want to just unpack it just for a year later to have to repack it. I would rather put all this stuff up on floating shelves around my apartment and start fresh in a new studio with empty shelves and regrow the channel with fresh sets. And if something happens along the lines to where we get money in a better place, then everything can come back and be in one whole space. So yes, the sets that you guys usually see behind me are probably going to be gone from here on out. And then this stuff eventually will get packed up and moved away when we decide to move. It's so crazy logistically trying to figure all this stuff out. But that's enough talking about it. I'm just really exhausted. I'm really, mental and, it's tough, guys. This is really tough. It's more than breaking down the Lego City like in the videos that we're currently in between filming. It's making phases of moving. Phase 1, pack any collectibles that you don't want, take down pictures, putty holes, and repaint the holes in the walls and stuff to get everything ready, because you don't want to do everything the day of moving. You want to do it over the period of the 2 to 4 weeks that you're going to give yourself to move. And so that's what we just finished with, is just the initial. There's still kitchen, there's still personal items and needed effects, and I think there's still probably another phase 2, a phase 3, and then the final phase, which is just getting in the truck and going up there. I mean, moving with stuff is really hard. This is the most stuff I've ever had to move with in my entire life. I got comfortable living in this house. It sucks now that it's being taken away from us, but that's the whole thing. With a narcissistic parent, they take you in, they smile in your face, but yet they kind of rob you of your mental sanity, and then they get mad at you for when you say that there's a problem. You guys get the point. I'm not getting into it anymore. I had a viewer yesterday write me, "Does your mom watch your videos?" Yes, and are you implying that I shouldn't be saying some things that I do say? Newsflash, I say everything that I say on the channel to my mom. That's why I gotta move, everybody. If I say something behind, I say it in the front. And that's why I'm at the status of life that I am. You could be a true soul and probably be in my situation, or you can be a poor soul and do really well for yourself by climbing over people and ripping the shirts off their backs along the way. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get to the build. Let's just be kind of quick about this. It's a 2019 Millennium Falcon. I don't know how much you guys are going to actually tune in and watch this video. This is a hell of an old set, 5 years old. It does resell still, and I think the Dark Falcon is going to actually take this one out. That's kind of another reason why we're doing this today, is because I kind of want to celebrate the Dark Falcon, but I don't want to do the Dark Falcon as my first play Millennium Falcon. I've never built anything other than the MIDI scale and the UCS and a microfighter. So I kind of want to do this first, kind of get my feet wet to see what I could expect for the Dark Millennium Falcon. But this one should be sold up until the end of the year and then be replaced by that set. But this is $170 US, currently available. I've seen them at Target, I've seen them at Walmart, I see them on Lego. This one, like I said, I got it from Lego. I did use some points, and I did get it for about $120, $130. I saved about 40, 50 bucks on it. And let's just take a look at the box, because the box is kind of a time capsule. So looking at the box, we have Kylo Ren up here in the corner. And why do we have Kylo Ren? Because this is based off of movie number 9. So with that being movie number 9, we come down here to the minifigures, and we have Lando, which comes back, Chewbacca, C-3PO, Finn, Bulio, which is the one that got his knocked off, R2-D2, and Dio, all droids and characters from movie number 9. As much as I can remember from that movie, not my favorite. The set itself, 9 and older, so obviously that's why we have the play look of the box from 2019. 75257, the Millennium Falcon, 1,000 351 pieces. Like we would expect, the ship is coming in sideways with Lando and Chewbacca at the helm in the picture. We got representation of the laser shooters doing its thing, and we just have some computer-generated images of what these shooters could do in the back. That's the front of the box. What can we expect? Well, the set looks moderately greebled. It looks like it's got some interesting parts, and it looks like it may have a printed dome element. All things we will see when we get there. Let's continue around the box. Let's just go right to the bottom. Legal Eagles, barcodes, you guys get the point. Normal. Over here, Star Wars with the Millennium Falcon. Over here, Do Not Eat, Country of Origins, normal. Up here at the top, we got a 1-to-1 of Lando Calrissian and nothing else. And that's the box, everybody. Now let's open up the box. So opening up the box, we can take a look inside. The set wants to relieve itself, but there is a lot of dead space inside of the box. I usually bring you guys up close, but you know what? For today, I just want to get this done with. I just want to make a video that reviews something and updates you guys. I don't want to get too technical. So let's do the pour, just like that, nice and neat. Okay. I got to be careful where I throw my boxes now here in this studio, because one wrong move, that's the Avengers Tower, A-frame cabin, Daily Bugle, Sanctum. These are all sets that have stuff that hangs off of them, and you don't want to have to go on a scavenger hunt. I've already found pieces that I've knocked off while doing sheetrock repair, and I didn't move the set from underneath, and I knocked things off, and that was fun trying to figure out where those parts go. Okay, so let's get into it. We have two little pipes, flex pipes, probably for the back of the thrusters of the Falcon. We have some hot Cheetos and lime. No, I'm kidding. That's my snack. I'm going to say, this being 2019, we might have multiple bags of the same number. I'm going to say 12 bags. So I'm going to go ahead and count them out, and I'll be right back. So here's bag number 10. I should have just went with 10. There is about 12 bags total. 1 and 2 both have 2 bags. The rest are single bags. So we do have 10 numbered bags, 12 bags in total, plus we do have this little thing of extra parts. And there we can see that printed windscreen element for the top of the Falcon. And then we have the bottom cone element for the bottom helm of the Falcon. And then we have some what looks to be 6x16 plate and 6x14 plate, something like that. And then we have the book right here. We got some more tape we're going to have to whack. While I open up this book, I do want to advertise. As of right now, the sale is going on in the Lego City. And where was the Lego City? And the sale has gone really well. Some sets I have decided to pull off a sale, like the Razor Crest, due to certain things I will disclose in a later video. I was able to decide to keep the Razor Crest. And in terms of play Star Wars sets, I ended up keeping my X-Wings after all. I came to my senses and realized that if I sold both of them, they would only cover the cost of the one I just purchased just like 2 months ago, brand new in box. So why am I going to sell those? But you know, that's all for a later video. I just want to kind of let you guys know that I'm selling Lego sets and it's going okay. So we do have a sticker sheet that's relatively large, kind of a thinner filling one. I feel like they're kind of thicker nowadays. 15 stickers total, but there is like 6 number 10s, 2 11s, 2 13s. Then we have 14, 15, 12 is 4. And then it looks to be 3 number 1s. You guys get the point. There is quite a few stickers. Then we have the book itself. And do we have anything else? No, we do not. So here we have the book. We got our QR code, 2019. We still had those. So coming on in, let's just take a look at the front of the book first. You know, you thought I was going to say the end of the book. Nope, switching it up here. So 1 is its own thing, 2 is its own thing, 3 is its own thing, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all own thing, 7 and 10, own thing. That's why nowadays, they just put you into the build. So let's continue, take a look at the back, and it goes right into the build, which is what it should do anyway. Save some ink, people. Anyway, let's take a look. They're talking about Star Wars, TV shows, movies. Hey, look, it's Kylo Ren's shuttle from 2019. Oh yeah, I packed it. It used to be right above my head. I got to get used to that. And then here's some other sets I just sold just recently. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this with 438 building steps and 260 pages, everybody. And that is the book. That is the box, the book, the bag count, and all of that. Are you guys still watching by this point? I hope so, and I would appreciate it. If you guys enjoy LEGO content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. So, at this particular point, you guys already know, I'm going to build this. I am really struggling to get the genuine excitement to actually do a build. There is so much on my mind that when you're an adult things make you not want to play with toys. So it's really hard being bricks and toys right now when I just want to be Brandon and family. And I just want to get a review done for you guys. And not to mention, I think by building a Lego set, it will help clear my mind up a little bit. So bricks and toys is going to prevail. Brandon and family is just going to take a little bit of a break. We need to breathe. So with that, guys, here is the review. Okay, everybody, let's kick off this review and let's get this sucker cooked. First minifigure up is going to be Finn. This is the same Finn that we get in the Sith TIE Fighter from the same era. He has two faces, and he has good printing on his legs and torso. New minifigure to my collection is going to be the Lando Calrissian. Again, two faces on him as well. He does have a dual-colored cape, black and that nice teal blue color. He does come with some interesting weapon accessories and a really cool torso print. Next up is Bolio. At this point, he still has his head attached, but if you take his head off, it's movie accurate. Again, good printing on his torso and his legs. Then we get the traditional run-of-the-mill C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca. These guys are all normal minifigures. R2-D2 does not have back printing at this point. This is only 2019. The exclusive minifigures you see right here are Bolio and Lando Calrissian for the set. There is another minifigure that is a droid, and he is hidden right there inside. The instructions have him put in instead of out when you build the set, and that's the Dio. So now let's go over and let's go and check out the set. Starting off at the front forks of the Falcon, or the Flying Hamburger, or Graphite Skipper, or whatever you guys want to call it, we have some pretty basic greebling structures here. I mean, it gets the look done, the job done. You can push down right here and shoot off a laser shooter. That's the access point, is for a finger. We do have a satellite dish with no printing or anything on it. We do have a nice mixture of light bluish gray and dark bluish gray to make all the different colors of the triangular plates. As you can see here, there's some dark bluish gray, and on the circle tiles and the angle tiles, or here, it's all light bluish gray. There is some of the red and the tan throughout it. We have the traditional bar elements that would make up a, greebled ship. We have sticker elements all through parts like this, as well as one inside of the cockpit, and we do have a printed shell on the cockpit. You are made to take the cockpit off like that to look inside, so that is pretty nifty, and that does go right back on, just like that. And then we continue going around, and we have printed our sticker, and sticker all across the top, as well as stickers on all of those wheel elements. Unfortunately, all of my stickers were printed off-center, so no matter if I put them on right or not, it still looks like horse hockey. Coming around the back, we have more greebling along the side. We have blue on white plate to make the back thrusters, and then we have the little pipes here to make the back look rounded. Everything on this side is pretty much the same, with the exception of the sticker and then more of that greebling. So with this set, you can open it all up for play, starting off with that. Then we continue to here, over here. The UCS version obviously did not do this, so this is kind of cool to have differently. There we go. And then we can get a good look inside of the Falcon. We have some sort of trap door, probably to reenact the scene of where they hide under the ship. So there is that. We do have what looks to be a small little kitchenette area. Really incomplete, can't really tell. Then we have kind of a bed space area right over in here. Then we have the famous gaming table that we all know. Then it looks like we have a control center right there with a little chair. And then maybe a little weapons area off to the side here with this crate. Maybe that's going to be for us, like to store your guns and weapons. And then if we come over here, we do have a little door that we can push down, and that would be the entryway into the Falcon right under that part. Can't really see too much. Now closing up the ship, it's really simple. No particular order. Just got to put these two down before you can put that top piece down. And then we can flip it on its side and take a look at the bottom. There you can see that little door. It does shut and click in. The feet are permanently fixed. You would have to take them off, but they're just basic parts to make that happen. Here is the underside of that storage trap that I just showed you towards the back of the ship. And there's a kind of a look at the inside build of the little arm that connects. Pretty unimaginative, but it gets the job done. Then we have another turret at the bottom that matches the one at the top. And then a lot of negative studs and plates and stuff of that nature. And that's the Falcon, everybody. Lots of playability, and you know what? I think it'll do the job to placehold my UCS. Let's wrap up this video. Well, everybody, I kind of want to start singing, what is it, Dora the Explorer? We did it! We did it! We did it! Because, this build, I did it non-stop, all 10 bags from the top to the bottom in 4 hours time. Started at 3 p.m., finished at 7 p.m., 3 minus 7 equals 4. There's the math. It doesn't really matter. I'm just tired, and I'm getting a tension headache really quick coming on. But anyway, guys, what I'm trying to say here is I persevered through all the mental stress to bring you guys this review, to bring a Falcon back into the collection. I'm very happy to actually have this in my collection and not have the big ass one, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. But more importantly, I'm just glad that I was able to get this done in time, because this video is literally coming out tomorrow, and I'm filming this literally in the evening of the day before. So that means I still got to edit and upload this video. I know that with sets like this, to do the whole recommend or not to recommend is totally subjective and totally invalid. It has no bearing whether I think you should get this set or not. Probably a lot of us serious collectors already have this in our collection. If not, we got the MIDI scale or we got the UCS. For me, I would have all three if things didn't go down the way that they did. But it is what it is. Stop talking about it. Anyway, use your best judgment if you don't have it. I will say you're probably going to want to put your money down on the Dark Falcon coming out in a few weeks. And we're going to talk about that when I do my August video about that Dark Falcon. And that's probably where I would want to put my money right now. But in case you got money for both and you don't have it and you want to warm up to the Dark Falcon, well, look no further. You can do like me and do this last minute before it goes hasta la vista, baby. So with that, guys, it's a cool set. It's got some cool minifigures. It relates to Episode 9 of Star Wars, and if you're not a big fan of the sequels like me, it's kind of like, who cares? But at least the Falcon is the Millennium Falcon. The one thing I will say is it does have the round dish on the top, and if I remember right, the sequels had the rectangle, the originals had the round, and they got broke off at the end of Return of the Jedi, if I remember right. So at least we don't got to look at the rectangle. So it's kind of weird because we got the round with the new minifigures. Maybe they changed it by Episode 9, but in Force Awakens, that's how I remember it. So with that, if you guys want to support the YouTube channel, there's 2 ways to do so. You guys can hit the thank you button down below, leave a small donation. Anything you guys can leave supports the LEGO channel, and it helps me carry it on to its new home that will be coming in a couple weeks, about a month's time. If that's not really your thing, you guys can just hit the subscribe button and back the channel just by being supporters and subscribers of the channel. I would super appreciate it if you liked the video, to share it with your friends, comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget to like the video. On that one, everybody, it is still early enough in my night to enjoy some light TV with my family, or more importantly, my wife. I'm going to finish doing laundry as I woke up today and I didn't have pants. Anybody remember the Lego movie? Honey, where is my pants? Well, they're all in the dirty clothes hamper because you did a lot of heavy sweating and you don't wear pants when you sweat in them that much. That's disgusting. Anyway, everybody, we'll see you on the next episode, which will be the final part of the tearing down the Lego City project. On that one, it all comes down to the end, and I could not be any more happier to finally get that last episode out. And then we're on to another project. But before we get into that other project, we got a review to film. So with that, be sure to check out part 4 in a couple of days. If not, it's out already. If it's been a couple of days, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have an excellent rest of your day.